Hello dear traders. For today's analysis I decided to cover gold market. I will speak about the pound versus US dollar, and I will also speak about Bitcoin. So I will start with the gold market first. As I mentioned in my previous analysis on this one, I think this is still the same view. I didn't change my view. So basically this is the explanation that I marked for you. We got locked traders in the background, we got a weak money buying on a light volume, and the smart money started to sell probably below the pullback low. We got initially very good sell-off during the Tokyo session like 2 days ago, and then the biggest volume and the biggest 30-minute volume happened when the price back inside of the previous trading range. So that's for me a very important clue that is telling me that short-term perspective, as long we don't really take the height 1812 and bring some more volume on the upside and some follow through, this is still bearish for me. And the last price action, the previous day, we got price sold off. We spoke about this sell-off potentially to retest the low. We found the buyers there and made an ABC, potentially what I'm seeing like ABC on this 30-minute time frame. So, and now we basically got ABC completion and potential for the whole new downside leg, like probably like similar to the previous downside leg. So I really expect the price. We do have events today. We do have core PCE price index month on month, but there is even more important, the Fed Chair Powell will speak later, and Jackson Hole Symposium like whole day long. So, tons of potential volatility boosts and stuff. So be very careful and of course manage properly your risk. But I see this like a second potential down leg to revisit the so many matching lows around 1778, and eventually even to break that and probably to go towards the 1760, which will be the next main pivot. So downside opportunities preferable with a potential target at 1778 and 1760. Now speaking of, for example, pound dollar, it's a very similar scenario. We did have like a 2 days of bracketing market in the pound, so we got like a 2 days of bracketing market, and then there was a breakout to the upside. I can also show you that on the futures market. Like there was an upside breakout on the very average volume, and there was a big sell-off that happened yesterday. It was a big down move. We went and we basically went below that trading range. If you check the volume, also we did have a decent volume and decent supply kicked in here, the same area where we're trading right now. So potentially this is similar scenario like to the gold. We're building probably like ABC, and then I do expect a second down leg, there as well. So watch for potential downside. But for now, we see the buyers are in control, but we do have news events and stuff, so we'll find out. But for me, still, there is a potential for this sell-off and another downside leg, probably towards the 1.3680 and even lower, right? So watch for also that potential completion of ABC in the next pair for the further downside movement. And speaking of the Bitcoin, Bitcoin is right now in the very controlled consolidation, very tight consolidation, and we got a breakout of the balancing process in the background. We got an outside day from yesterday, so I really see further downside. It's just about the matter of time when we can take this consolidation low and attack new downside price from my perspective. So probably if you see some downside move on the good volume, and so maybe watch for some rally and then try to go with that breakout and stuff. And the next objective will be 44,000 on the Bitcoin. So outside day from yesterday, closed near the low. So far some consolidation or the middle Keltner area, and then confirmation will be if we can take the low, previous day low, and with a good momentum and volume, so that can be a good sign for the further downside movement. That will be all for today, and have a good weekend, and see you all next week.